Luna stood up top of a grassy ledge, overlooking the grassy biome in her starry magnificence. Usually, she doesn't like green, but grass is neutral to her. They're small, harmless, and make great garnishes. The world she is in reminded her of the old wooden toy blocks. She would often use them to build towers of great seaside ports, or looming, fortified wooden fortresses. She stomped on the very ledge she stands on to see if it was stable. It was. She turns back towards the sunset that slowly floats downward to the horizon. It was a blocky sort of sun, but it's as bright as her beloved sister's blazing one. As she appreciated the coming of night, a certain colt's voice brought her back to Earth. "Luna, it's becoming night now. We're setting up camp here," Chaotic said. Thanks to the colt's brilliant ingenuity of technology, he could now appear in his natural form thanks to his newest invention, the IPV, or the Interactive Pony Visor. Players still use the custom Minecraft skins drawn and made by fans everywhere, and thanks to the high-resolution settings of the visor, players now could have the option to look more realistic as possible, or look even blockier. "That's a great idea, Chaotic. And I do have to say, I have to congratulate you on your success," Luna said. "Ah, don't mention it. Besides, it's you I should thank. If you didn't accept the offer to be in the commercial, my sales probably wouldn't have been as well." "Are you kidding? Any mare or colt could have chose to promote your visor, and every pony would have still bought it. Who wouldn't like to have virtual reality technology?" "Probably those griffins we beat before." Luna giggled a little as her memory takes her back to their first Halo clan match. It seemed like months ago, yet felt like yesterday, ever since Team Awesome capped the last flag. It was a fun match, and she still remembered that conversation she had with Chaotic. She had been feeling a bit depressed during the match because of all the responsibilities she had, and she felt that no pony appreciated her efforts. She remembered being mad at him for some reason as well, but she doesn't remember why. Maybe it must have been something little. Luna observed the progress the team was making as they built the group of houses that would soon be the capital of this multiplayer server. The elements of harmony, Lyra, Belle-Eve, Ditzy, Cadence, and her husband, her sister, and Chaotic all came in today to help Luna's dream be fulfilled. Well, all of their dreams in Minecraft. Today's objective was simple. Find a place to build the capital, establish settlement, expand the group of houses to a town, and soon, a city. Soon afterwards, through the powers of rumor and spreading the news, this would become the most popular multiplayer server ever. Really, who wouldn't want to play in a world created by Luna and company? The city, however, needs to be built, first off. Deep in thought, she looked up to see the moon rising from the east, a white block tinged with lines of silver and patches of gray. It was a wondrous representation of Luna's celestial body, even if it was a square. She looked back down to see something in the distance. From past experience, she learned very quickly to be filled with dread at the first sight of it. It walks, explodes, and it's fucking green. I hate green. She had the right to hate green. These creepers, as they were called, do absolutely nothing except destroy everything that she built. And now they were coming over here to tear down her city before it even started. "Guys!" Luna pulls out her sword. It was stone, but it would have to do. "We have creepers incoming." The group perked up at the mayor's call and quickly came to her aid, with Luna in the lead. She swept in for a clean cut of the monster's legs. The creeper landed face flat on the grass. Before it could blow up, Luna went in for the critical kill on the head. It died with less than a "s." The power of the visor enhanced sound technology. She heard an arrow released towards her. With the combination of the visor's indicator and her honed battle skills, She ducked beneath the path of the projectile and threw her weapon towards the skeleton. The blunt force of the sword quickly dismantled the dark magic structure of the skeleton that held it together, and with luck, the sharp edges pierced the spider's soft abdomen. The battle went by so quickly that Luna didn't have the time to process what her friends were doing. She could see Twilight to her right using virtual magic, since real magic would overload the game, to levitate her sword straight into the heart of a zombie. Belle Eve used old-school Pony Fu to kick an Enderman in the face. Fluttershy was staring at another one for some weird reason, but oddly it seemed to be working well against the Slenderman. Tia held back a horde of the undead with her golden sword, quoting out battle phrases and poems from various video games that were related to the sun. And Chaotic, well, he seemed to be doing fine. Eat TNT, bitch! Boom! Yeah, he's doing fine. Throughout the night, Team Awesome quickly dispatched waves of zombies, spiders, skeletons, and other creatures of the dark, with only the silent moon as their spectator. Soon the sun woke up from its slumber to be greeted by the group's massacre. The sun, being a positive force, decided to help with its sun rays, killing the undead and driving the night creatures back into the caves. At the end, the whole group collapsed in virtual exhaustion. Luna surveyed the area once more to find it littered with creeper holes. Luckily, none of the finished houses were damaged, and the holes could be plugged up again. Chaotic, Luna asked, could you go get some... Yeah, I'll go get some dirt. He ventures off to a nearby hill to harvest the much-needed dirt. Twilight, I'll need you and Lyra to mine some cobblestone for the houses. Yes, ma'am. They both headed out to a nearby cave. Sister, could you... I think I'll just stay here and tend to my chickens. Celestia placed down the stair block and rested her royal head on it. But sister, there are no chickens, Luna said. Celestia pulled out of her inventory some wheat. No, not just wheat. Golden wheat. Soon after, a herd of cows, sheep, pigs, and a flock of chickens appeared on the horizon and gathered around the sun goddess. Well, I've got more than I wanted. At least I have chickens. She smiled. Luna didn't look impressed. I'll go make a pen for them, Celestia said quickly. She scurried away to a manageable distance to make a farm area. Well, since I know a lot about farming, I could go help the princess, Applejack suggested. Luna only had a hoof on her face. Just go. Applejack scurried off to the new farm. The rest of you, we still have a lot of materials left. Let's finish the houses. The rest of the group set to work, covering wide spaces with foundations of houses. Luna went right to work to build a defensive wall. As she did so, she looked up at the sky to see that the sun slightly warming her. The clouds rolled by, providing nice shades across the grassy plains, and the future seemed bright for the future capital. Say, Luna, said Chaotic. Yes, Chaotic? We never even discussed the name of the city. What should we call it? How about New Ponyville? Nah, too redundant. Okay. How about Equestria? Actually, that has a nice ring to it, even though we are already living in Equestria. Okay then, Team Awesome. We are to call this capital New Equestria.